the date. I wanna forget you, but you pull me in. I know this ocean is far too wide. I wanna forget you, let me forget you. Push and pull, but you repel me, giving up this fight. Love and hate, we've blurred the lines. I'm giving up this fight. You've lost, but I don't feel I have won. I wanna forget you, but only time will heal. Too late to erase the bad we've done. I wanna forget you, let me forget you. Push and pull, but
Hey, what's up, guys? So we are in the 9th episode of live coding. I actually forgot how many episodes we have actually come across, so it took some time for me to recollect. But anyways, today we are going to continue where we left off in the last week, which is going to be building the live chat app in the stream. So last episode we actually did some cleanup to our code base to make it a bit cleaner and lighter. So today we are going to continue from there, and we are going to streamline things to bring it to a point that we are able to communicate with YouTube and Twitch without any issues. And not just that, we are going to do some changes to the UI as well to make sure that we can target channels like YouTube and Twitch depending on what your interest is. Like if you want to post a message to YouTube, you should be able to just select the YouTube drop down and then post the message to YouTube. If you want to post the message to Twitch, you should be able to do that as well. And if you want to post to all channels, you should be able to post that as well. So we are going to try doing that. So today I'm running it in Windows. So yeah, surprisingly I had some issues with the laptop, and I am buying a new laptop. It's on the way. Tomorrow it should be arriving. But anyways, so let's continue where we left off. I'm just showing you my screen quickly. So there we go. So this is the code which we have written so far. So I hope I am audible to all of you. Let me just quickly check that before we continue. In case I am not, just let me know. Okay, so we are actually here. First what we want to do is we want to start up the server from where we left off before. So I'm just going to quickly start up the server. So this is going to be an interactive session. So if you have any questions, comments, suggestions, feedback, whatever it may be, just leave it down in the chat and I will be replying then and there. So that's what I will be doing. And yeah, I am starting my server here. I hope you are able to see my screen. Okay, so and we want to start a plugin as well. So we want to start the YouTube plugin to start with. So let's since I am running it in Windows, I have not tested it in Windows actually. So let's see whether our code actually works in Windows. I am running it within PowerShell. So earlier, if you remember, I used to run Linux and I am still running Linux. It's just that it's a temporary arrangement for today. Okay, there we go. Our server is starting, and let's see if our main server has actually started. In Windows actually. Okay, so I am audible. I'm closing this unwanted stuff here. Okay, so we have our server running in localhost 8085 and we have, come on, start the plugin. Anyways, so the plugin is getting started. So while that is getting started, we will quickly go to localhost 8085 and see whether our server is up. Yeah, our server is up. We want to be opening up the dev tool so that we can actually see all the logs. Okay, we opening up the dev tool so that we can actually, let me mute this. So we are live in Twitch as well. So Twitch embed is coming up and there is a YouTube embed. Okay, so yeah, the plugin has also started. The YouTube plugin has started. So which means that we should be able to communicate to YouTube as well. But sadly, I don't have the YouTube chat ID, which we have to get again. Come on. Okay, let's do that. So if you remember, we have to go to YouTube chat API medium. Yeah. So we took our live broadcast ID from here. So let's do that for this stream as well, because this broadcast ID would change for every stream. So we will actually make this as well. So okay, so first step is to find our live broadcast, right? So first important thing is that, so we have part as snippet, broadcast type as all. In case you have been following the previous episodes, you must be aware of this. So I'm just doing the same thing as I used to do before. That's just calling the YouTube API and then getting all the list of broadcasts which are available in YouTube currently under my account. So let me do execute. It's asking me to authenticate. Okay, it says the user is not enabled because why is it not enabled? It should be enabled. Okay, so let me do one thing. Let me do shift F5 and it should be taking my official or corporate account, not my personal account. I guess it's taking authentication from my personal account. I don't know why. I don't want API key, I just want this. Okay, now it's asking me for the account to select. So I've selected Timecampus and it's going to execute against my Timecampus account and get the list of broadcasts for me. So we got the list of broadcasts and I want to quickly paste it in VS Code. So this is the list of broadcasts which is available under the Timecampus channel. So I want to set the language as JSON. So I want to get the, this is season 1 episode 9, right? Season 1 episode 9. Okay, the reason it is not coming is because there is a page limit. So we might want to actually set the page limit as probably 100, because we might actually want a lot of results to come up in the result. So I'm executing the same thing again. So since I have a lot of videos in my YouTube channel, so it's not showing up everything. So I'm just increasing the page number to 100 for now. I should not be doing this every time. So in fact, we will do some changes to our code to enable us to select the broadcast from the list of streams. So let's do that. But before that, let's take this for now. The first step to even broadcasting or streaming to YouTube is to actually get the live chat ID. So it should be season 1 episode 9. Come on. Yeah, here we go. So this is the episode we have. I hope you are able to see my screen. So if you are not, just let me know. So I am just zooming in a bit. So I got the live chat ID. So this is my live chat ID. So I have to quickly paste that into my code. So let me open my YouTube code here. So I have the plugins. So let me collapse this. I have plugins. I have a YouTube plugin here. So I want to paste my YouTube code inside. So let me go to my controllers. I guess it's API server controller. Yeah, post to YouTube, and there should be a chat ID. Yeah, live chat ID. So it's taking it from the environment variable. So I'm going to .env quickly, and then posting the live chat ID. So my live chat ID is posted. So now it should be able to connect to my respective YouTube stream and post to it. So let's quickly test it out. So first of all, the plugin should have restarted. If it didn't, probably we should restart it manually. Okay, it didn't restart because we modified the environment variable. So it doesn't watch for environment variables right now. So we might, if we modify the environment variables, so we might want to manually change things. I mean manually restart. So I'm not like, as you see here, I'm not monitoring the .env file. So if I change anything in .env, Nodemon won't know it. So it won't restart automatically. So I know this might be Greek and Latin for a lot of people here. So that's probably because either I'm not explaining it properly, or you don't know Node.js, or both. Anyways, so or probably you have missed the previous sessions, which is where you get the continuity from. So yeah, so that's pretty much it. So we refresh the stream and let's test it. Hello world. So I'm just clicking on send, and I want to see if the message is posted in YouTube. So I'm going to quickly go to my channel. So am I even posting it in my code? I'm not even sure if I'm posting it in my code. So let's quickly test it out. Okay, looks like the message has not come up in YouTube. So let's quickly debug it. So you want to move fast today, so I won't talk much. I will just work on it a lot. So I'm closing the package.json files, which I don't need right now. So the next thing which I have to do is I have to check why the message has not been posted to YouTube. So first important thing which I have to do is I have to come to my server, which is where the code for posting is there. Okay, before even that, let me come to my user interface. So inside my server, I have my app public index.server.view.html, which is where I have all the code for posting. So if I click on send, so send button is the ID of the button. So the moment I click on send button, what is happening is it's going to send a chat message to the WebSocket, and the server is going to listen for this event and process, right? So let's quickly see if the server is actually processing whatever we are sending. So we have the chat server controller, which is where okay, and express.ts as well. So express.ts is where all the chat messages are actually listened to. So chat message. Okay, so it's receiving the message here. So let's see whether it did some console or something like that. Okay, looks like the server received the message. So received hello world, but it says e-connection refused 127.001.8095 because we don't have the Twitch plugin running yet. So that should not be a big deal. So okay, looks like we are not posting to YouTube. So one thing which I want to do here is, so I've just made an API call for posting to Twitch. We might want to do a similar API call for posting to YouTube as well. So what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make a interface a standard interface to post the message. So I don't want to have this big chunk of code here. So rather what I'm going to do is I'm going to import the controller. Okay, I have the chat server controller here, and I'm going to make a few functions here. So for now, send message to plugins. So I am going to make a function like this: export const send message to plugins. So I want to do this because irrespective of whatever plugin I add, I want to be able to send a message without having to add a new endpoint every time. So what I want to do now is I want to basically have a standard API call, standard interface, or standard payload structure, so that I can just reuse that for all the plugins which I make. So let me just quickly copy the API call from express.ts here. So we have this API call which I am using for posting to Twitch. What I'm going to do is I'm going to paste this here. I'm going to require Axios here. So I'm just moving the code from my Express file to this chat server controller, because I want to make sure that if let's say someone else adds a third plugin onto this application, I don't want to change the server every time. So I want to have the servers the same, just change the plugins every time. So what I want to do is now, so I'll just pick the code from here, message equal to. So the message is coming from the sockets, which means that the message should be sent as a parameter here. So message is the parameter, and okay, so channel and message. So channel will say, okay, what channel do I want to send it to, or what, okay, let me make it as plugin. So plugin and message. So if I say YouTube and I send a message hello, I want to post that to YouTube. If I say Twitch and say hello, I want to post it to Twitch. So depending on the plugin which I say here, I want the API call to be made. So what I'm going to do is, so rather than having to add the plugin every time, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to my configuration file for this project, config.ts, and I'm going to create okay, I'm just removing this unwanted code from here. Okay, I am going to create a new object called plugins, or an array called plugins. So in the plugins array, what I want to do is, okay, let me create an object. That way it's okay. Should I create an object on an array? Okay, let me create an array itself. So I want to set the name as YouTube. So I have a YouTube plugin. So and I have it running on I have it running on localhost 8085, I guess. So let's quickly see, it's 8090. So I have it running on localhost 8090, and I have a Twitch plugin which is running on localhost, I mean not running yet, so which will run on 8095. So these are the two plugins which I want to have. So I want to just, like, if I want to create a third plugin, I just want to change the configuration here and not anything else. So this way, if I add any plugin, all I have to do is change the configuration here. I don't want to change any other code. So I have the plugins added here. So now what I have to do is I have to use this. So what I am doing is, so first step to using that is I have to import the controller file first. So const chat controller equal to, what am I even doing? Okay, sorry. So okay, I will do dot slash app slash controller slash chat server controller. So this is where I have my send message to plugins function. I'm just quickly picking that up, and I want to send the message to the relevant plugin. So in the message, so what I want to do is I want to also say this is the channel to which I want to send the message. So in the socket call, I'm also going to add that. So I'll do that change. So till now we were actually sending a text in our message. I mean, in our message from the client, we were actually sending a plain string. Now what I want to do is I want to send a JSON string so that I can actually add more information to it, like what is the message, what channel I want to send to, and anything else I want. So what I'm going to do is, so let message object equal to json.parse of message. So the incoming JSON is going to be passed by message object. So and I have the JSON in message object, and my channel to which I am posting, that's going to come in the channel variable, like okay, my plugin. So I want to post to YouTube. If that's the case, I will select YouTube in the UI and it should be able to post to YouTube. So message.plugin. So and message dot message. Okay, it should be message object dot plugin and message object dot message. So here, so I say okay, this is the plugin to which I want to post, and this is the message I want to post. So I am making I am sending two parameters here, and yeah, that's pretty much it what I want to do. Now there are a few things we have to do. First, before changing the client, we have to change the client as well, because we have treating this we are treating this as a JSON now. So we might we actually have to go and change the HTML file to reflect that. So we have send message to plugin here and plugins here, and what I want to do is I want to pick the URL of the respective plugin from the configuration. So if you remember, I added the URL in the configuration, so I have to import the config config slash config. So I want to import the config, and what I want to do is I want to get the URL of the respective plugin. So let plugin host equal to config dot plugins. Okay, plugins was an array, so should we make this as an array? Okay, I guess it would be better if I make this as a object rather than an array. I will just quickly change it. There are few reasons. I can use it by the key rather than having to loop through the array and get the value of the respective object. So what I want to do is I want to change this to YouTube, and I want to change this to Twitch. So I have made this an object now. So okay, there is some mistake I have done. Okay, there's another bracket which is required. So let's quickly see whether it is right. So I want to remove this because it's an object, I don't need quotes. Okay, so we have plugins.youtube and plugins.twitch, within which we have the URL. So yeah, that's what we want. So now let's quickly go to plugin host equal to config.plugins. Yeah, we get the plugin here .twitch and .youtube. So now rather than actually hard coding it, we want to take it from the parameter here of plugin dot URL. So this is going to be I guess it's .url. Okay, .url. So this is going to be our host URL, and we have to concatenate the endpoint from there. Okay, let's make use of template strings, so that's cleaner. Plugin host slash, instead of post to Twitch, I want to make a generic endpoint. So post to channel. So we have to change a lot of places, but that's fine. So what will happen is, so as soon as I receive, so the flow looks like this. So as soon as I receive a message from the respective user interface, I am passing the message, converting it to an object, and from the object I am picking what plugin I have to post it to, what message I am actually posting, and I am calling this function which is available in the chat server controller. So I am passing the plugin and a message as parameters. So send message to plugins is the function, and I am sending the plugin and message here, and the URL of the plugin I'm getting it from the configuration which we have here. So config.plugins of plugin.url. So that's going to be our URL for the host, and we need to add the endpoint as well, which is going to be post to channel. So this endpoint will be used by both YouTube plugin as well as Twitch plugin or any other plugin which comes in the future, so that there will be a consistent endpoint. So yeah, so that's pretty much it here. And what we need to do now is we need to actually go and change the user interface to reflect this change. So as you remember here, we actually changed this to a JSON, and we have two strings, two keys here, plugin and message. So let's add that. So if you see here, there is socket.emit chat message of message. So message is actually containing the the text message which the user is typing. Now we want to also add message object, which is going to be a JSON string. So the two keys were plugin and what else? The message itself, plugin and message. Should I rather make it as a object and probably stringify it while I send it? That will be better, I guess. Sorry for that, that's my brother talking. So we have the message object here. So my plugin is going to be so depending on the YouTube or Twitch. So now what I want to send is I want to send the message object string. So where payload equal to JSON.stringify of message object. So whatever was the JavaScript object, I am stringifying it, and I am sending this as the socket message. So that's pretty much done. So now we need to test it out, but so far now what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the channel as YouTube, and I'm going to set the message as the message itself. Just a moment. So yeah, there we go. We have a plugin, YouTube, and the message. Okay, so we have this, and we want to actually test it out whether it is actually working. So but before we do that, let's quickly add a drop down as well. That doesn't take some much time. So what I want to do is I want to add a drop down to actually enable the user to select the channel they want to post to. So where is that? Where is my chat box? Okay, my chat window is here. It feels like I'm editing old code. Never mind. So I remember cleaning all this up, or was it in my dream? By the way, it should be server.view.html. I don't know why this is. Never mind. So we were actually cleaning it up last time. App public. Did I clean up the wrong file? Nope. Still the right file. Okay. So never mind. We will actually see that later. So we have the server.view.html file here. I still remember moving all this to style.css. Come on, where did that go? Did I forget to take the old changes? Crap. Okay, I'll do this. I'll move this to style.css. I'll just add the style sheet here. Probably I forgot to save. Who knows? Never mind. So I have the chat box here. Okay, finally I found chat box. So I have the chat box. So the code looks like crap now. So that's because I'm doing all of it live. So if I probably do it offline, maybe I will actually show some more concentration to it. So anyway, so what I want to do is I want to create a drop down now. Select. So I want to give two options as of now. So one would be YouTube, another one would be Twitch. So I want to give an ID to this select, so which is going to be, I don't know, plugin selector. So this plugin selector is going to have this select box. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick the value of the currently selected plugin selector when I actually click on the send button. So where is the send button? Send. Okay, here is that. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to get the currently selected channel or the plugin. So I'm just copying this from here and changing this to plugin selector. Okay, so and I want to change this to it's dot value, I guess, if I remember correctly. Let's check. Pick value from select JavaScript. So document.get element by id dot value. So element dot value would be the value to select. So yeah, I was right. Dot value. So this is the plugin which we have selected. So I type plugin, I type message to post to be posted on plugin. So we are going to replace this with plugin. Oh god, this 30 minutes is not enough for live coding. This is like too much. We are already over time and we have not done anything today. We have a lot to work on, but you know the time is just not enough. Probably we have to split it up into multiple episodes because of this, or maybe we have to increase the time duration of live coding. So let me know whatever works for you. We can do either way, either increase the duration of live coding or probably have multiple sessions on the same. So we have the plugin. Let's see if there are any errors so far. Okay, the server is listening in 8085 now, so let's see. Okay, we already have the UI open here, so let's refresh this. Ouch, a lot of so I click on send. Oh, I am not able to see the select menu which I just made. Where is that? Or is it not just rendering it? Why is my select menu not getting rendered? Okay, this is interesting, very interesting. So let's see that. Why is the select menu not getting rendered? Is it still rendering my old code? Let's see. Anyways, we are out of time today, so probably we have to stop here. Come on, computer, run the server fast. I'm getting a new PC, as I told you, so that should be better than what this is today. Okay, this is crap. Okay, this is not this file. It should be this. Let me, okay. Oh, there is an index.html in public. So this is the file which is actually getting rendered. I don't know why. Ouch, 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 ouch. Okay, I made a mistake. So index.server.view should be inside this. Here I have the code. So this was the code which we cleaned up last week. So let me just quickly copy paste that. Sorry. So whatever changes we made in the UI, let me just copy paste that there. Sorry for the confusion. I don't prepare for this live coding deliberately because I want to make mistakes live in the stream and I want to correct it live in the stream. Otherwise I would be actually preparing for it and then coming up upfront. So anyways, so we have a form. So yeah, this was the form. So we want to add a select here, and we want to add what else do we actually add? So we change the JavaScript part of it to add the object and everything. So let's add that as well there. So we just copy this and paste it there. So we have to put all of these in views because it's going to render in server side. And then it's going to render the mustache template and come to the client side. So yeah. So yeah, here it is. So as soon as the plugin gets selected, I hope the plugin selector is available now. Okay, as soon as the plugin gets selected, I want to post it in the console. I want to add this message and I want to send the message. Okay, I will delete this unwanted files to avoid all the confusion here. This is, to be honest, messed up code. Don't ever code like this. This is not the way you are supposed to code. Probably we will take some special time for cleaning up this code, but anyways. Okay, here we go. So we have the server started again. Yeah, now we are able to see the drop down here. As you see here, it's YouTube. So yeah, so we can just say hello and just do send. It says message is not defined. So yeah, probably we did some mistake. Message is not defined because I don't have anything called message. I forgot to paste that. So oops. So we are taking it from the inner HTML of the chat box. So we still need this. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the inner HTML. I'm going to take the message from the inner HTML and I'm going to pass it here. And this should be the payload, which should be passed to the socket, and it should work without any issues. Come on. Why is the computer playing with me today? Anyway, so we have that here. So okay, so we say hello world again. Okay, so hello, I received this JSON string. So this response is coming from the server, so that's fine. This is just a test for now. So let's see if the message actually got posted. No, the message didn't get posted because we have not changed the endpoint yet. So this, if you see here, we are able to get the plugin as YouTube and message as hello world, but in the server side, it's still post to YouTube. It's not post to channel yet. So what we have to do is we have to change the plugin to add post to channel. So app routes, I want to change. Okay, not dist. Okay, so here it is. Process incoming chat and send received message. So send to client is going to become post to channel now, because that's the common endpoint which we have for all of that. And we are going to have the payload which is going to be sent by the server. So what is actually being sent? Oops, making a mistake. It's post to channel, but this is wrong. So I am modifying the API server routes of the server. I should be rather modifying the API server routes of the plugin. App routes, API server routes, and here it is. So we have post to YouTube, and I'm quickly opening up post to YouTube, and it's going to quickly take all of these. So live chat ID, which we just pasted the access token from the environment variable, and we have the endpoint. We have done some authentication here, and after the authentication is complete, then what it's going to do is it's going to basically paste the message. So if you see here, the message is taken from payload.message, which means that it is coming from request.body.message. So we need to actually make sure we are sending that properly. So request.body.message is actually being sent as message. So this is correct now. So I hope the YouTube plugin also has restarted. Okay, now it's okay. So I refresh this again. I click on send. So it says I received hello world again. So it sent the message to YouTube. So yeah, I got the message. So if I select YouTube, I am able to post to YouTube. Next episode we will also do Twitch, or probably if I get time I will do Twitch offline. The same way we can do Twitch, the same way we did YouTube, we can also do Twitch and post it live. So okay, let's do that. Twitch API token. Yeah, here it is. So what I want to do is I am going to quickly show my face, so that I don't want to show you all of the token and everything. So I am just showing you my face for now till I copy paste the token onto my stream. So yeah, I am just copying the token, Twitch token, and I am pasting it onto my env file. So let me just do it. Twitch token, come on. Okay, Twitch token equal to the token. So I added the token now. So I'm going to show my screen back again. So now what we want to do is we want to pick up the token. I want to close the unwanted stuff first. Okay, so okay, we have the Twitch plugin here. I want to go to my Twitch plugin, go to the routes, API server routes. Instead of post to Twitch, I'm going to change this to post to channel. Everything else is going to remain the same. So we are still taking the payload from payload.message, and Twitch channel is going to remain the same. But just a moment. So instead of okay, it's Twitch token, right? So here we go. So we are going to post to Twitch, and we are going to take the token from the env variables. So where is that? Okay, here it is. Okay, Twitch token is what is going to contain my token. Twitch username is Timecampus. Let me just hardcode it for now. So Twitch channel is also Timecampus. I have not set this environment variable, so I am just hardcoding this. Yeah, that's pretty much it. So now what I want to do is I want to start my Twitch plugin. So I hope I have made the change of post to channel here. Yeah, I don't have to make any other change. So I have to go to my plugin, cd plugins, I go to Twitch, I do npm run start dev, come on, start. I hate when the server starts. Takes so long in this old PC. Let the new PC come, then I will actually rock the floor. Come on, man. Localhost 8090 is up. So I guess that's the YouTube one. Yeah, that's YouTube. And localhost, yeah, 8095 is finally up. That's Twitch. Okay, so we have both Twitch and YouTube up now. So I'm going to select YouTube and say hello YouTube again, just to test if YouTube is working fine, because we made some changes, right? We want to test it again with YouTube. Okay, so YouTube is working fine. I want to select Twitch now and say hello Twitch. So I click on send. It sent the message. Did it send the message? So let's quickly go to my Twitch channel and see whether it got the message. So looks like the Twitch message is not sent. So probably because we did some mistakes along the way. So let's quickly see what the mistake is and fix it. Sorry, I'm typing in the wrong place. Hello Twitch. The payload is received correctly. It's Twitch and saying hello Twitch, but it's not sending the message to Twitch. So let's fix that. It's connecting to Twitch channel, so we can see that already. So it's able to receive the message. Okay, message type chat, message hello Twitch, and it's doing post to channel. Wait, why is post to channel happening in Twitch plugin? Okay, it's receiving the post to channel call. Let's see. So we got the Twitch token. We have the channel name. We have set the channel. Every detail is set. We are getting the message here. The settings. Okay, let's do one thing. Let's do a console log here to see whether we are actually getting the message. Because if we start debugging things and ultimately if we don't get the message, then then it will just kill me. I will just do comma payload. So this is going to be the payload I receive. Come on, start. I know it will be too technical for a lot of people here. It's not meant for everyone. This live coding session is meant only for developers or aspiring developers. So others might be interested in other sessions we have every day. So live coding is specifically catered to developers. So it's receiving the payload here, message hello. So the server is properly sending the payload to the plugin, and the problem is it's not sending the message to Twitch. So that's the problem. So our Twitch channel process. Oh, okay, there we go. So we are saying client.say of Twitch channel here, but we are not set the environment variable. So rather I want to set the hardcode channel here for now. So it's Timecampus. So now it will work. Okay, so it's starting the server again. Start the server. Okay, finally started. Okay, now again posting message to YouTube. Hello YouTube. Send. Come on, send the message to YouTube, please. Please send the message to YouTube. Tell me you are sending the message to YouTube. Don't crash YouTube. ouch, it gave me an error. Okay, probably because the token expired. The token is valid only for I guess 1 hour. So yeah, we want to ignore YouTube for now, because anyways it's working. So we will do authentication part later when we get the time. So right now we are just hard coding the authentication, so to make it work. So hello Twitch. So YouTube is anyway working, so let's just test Twitch. So it came in Twitch. So okay, let me quickly do one thing. Let me show you my face again, so that I can actually add the YouTube token as well. YouTube API playground. So I will add the YouTube token, and we will probably do the test in both the ends. So we have the YouTube data API. So so if you want to avoid OAuth when you are actually developing and testing, you can actually go to a site called developers.google.com/OAuth playground, where you can just select all the scopes, authorization scopes you want, and you can quickly get the refresh token and access token after authenticating. So that way you don't have to design the OAuth flow when you are developing. Later, once your development is complete, once you have validated everything else, then you go about adding all the authentication and authorization. So I mean, authorization is probably a bit difficult to do when you're starting off. Oops, I'm still showing my screen, right? Sad life. Anyways, never mind, I will revoke this token. God. So I have my YouTube token. Okay, so we have added the YouTube token. Now we want to just restart the YouTube plugin alone. It's already 9:50 and we are still coding, and I can just keep coding as as long as you guys are fine. But anyways, I don't want to stretch it too much. I will just do one final thing and we will stop the stream today. Should not go this long. Okay, our YouTube plugin has started. So what we want to do is we want to quickly test YouTube. Where is that? Okay, here is the stream box. So we select YouTube and say hello YouTube, and I click on send. It sends the message to YouTube. Yeah, we got the message in YouTube. I select Twitch and say hello Twitch, and I click on send. It sent the message to Twitch. Now one final thing which we want to do is we want to add all. What if we want to send message to all the places? So we just add an option called all in the channels. All channels. We will later make this sort of a checkbox or something, maybe if we get time. But anyways, so what we want to do is we want to quickly go to our where should we go now? Yeah, we should be going to the server. We should go to chat server controller, and we should see what the plugin is. So we have the plugin as all. So if plugin equal to all, then I need to post the message to all plugins, right? So I need to loop the object by keys. Loop by keys JavaScript. So I just copy this code for looping through the configuration key for var k in this configuration. So config.plugins of yeah, this should be fine. So we want to go to config.plugins of k. Config.plugins of k will have our plugin URL. So that's going to be our URL. So and we are pasting the same thing here for now, or maybe we will do that right away. Never mind, I don't want to extend the session too much, so I'll do all of the tune up and code cleanup later. I should not be copying or duplicating the code multiple times. Rather, I should be copying the common code to functions, and then use the same function in multiple places. But right now, just because we want to get this done, yeah. So we have post to channel, we have plugin host. So if the person selects all, then it is going to loop through all the plugins from the configuration. It's going to select, it's going to see, okay, this is not needed for Node.js. Okay, let it be there. So this is needed mainly in browsers, not in Node.js. So config.plugins of k would be the respective plugin which you choose, like it will be YouTube. So plugin host, okay, dot URL of URL. So this will be the actual URL, and then plugin host / post to channel is going to be your endpoint. So it's going to post all the message. So now it will work. Come on. Okay, it started the server. That is it. Yeah, here we go. We are refreshing it. So first we say hi 1 in YouTube. So we see whether that comes up. Okay, that comes up. We go to Twitch and say hi 2. We see if that comes up. Yes, it comes up. Then we go to all channels and we say hi all. Hope it comes up. Yes, so it comes up in Twitch and it should come in YouTube as well. Yes, finally. So we are able to select multiple channels and we are able to post to channels. As you notice, we didn't finish the read part of all the channels. Like, it should be able to read the message from all channels as well. We will do that in the next episode. So thank you for watching. I hope this was insightful. So if you have any questions, comments, feedback, suggestions, whatever it may be, just leave it down in the chat, or not chat. I mean, chat will not be available after the stream. But just do @Timecampus, @TV Vignesh, and reach out to me anytime you want. So I hope this was insightful, and we will see you again tomorrow for the entrepreneur series, and we have something interesting to cover as well. And this Saturday we have Miss Sona Vaish Venkat joining us in the red carpet series. So I would like to invite you all to join that as well. So thank you for watching. Bye bye.